what are the potential consequences of escalating tensions between Israel and Iran for U.S. interests in the region?
If we analyze the latest strategic developments by when the United States exported 10 missiles that are anti-ballistic missiles at that time, indicates to the desire to limit Iran's potential to hit Israel. So today it was only one battery. However, the United States can even export and supply several batteries of these missiles, which will limit Iran's danger. So this can either be an introduction to please Israel and stop it from conducting expanded operations in Iran, like hitting the nuclear power establishments in Iran. So these negotiations were not declared, and these missiles were provided to Israel secretly in order to prevent Israel from conducting widespread operations against Iran. Another point is that after the export of these missiles, we do not expect that Iran wouldn't have much influence in the region because its ability is highly limited, which would lead to Israel's strategic excellence, especially their own F-35 airplanes. So it's expected that Iran's ability to hit specific targets in Israel would be limited. Expected also that Israel will focus on the Middle East, especially the area of Hezbollah and Lebanon, in order to reach a settlement that would exclude Hezbollah, and the demands would develop to disarming Hezbollah in Lebanon.
Mr. Sadler, what are the implications of the Israeli lobby's influence on U.S. policy decisions, especially in light of recent military actions in Gaza and Lebanon?
I think Israel or Jewish lobby impact has been fairly muted in American politics. We've seen mixed results with several campaigns of the so-called Quad, who there's only been 2 of these 4 members who have lost their primaries at the behest of IPAC, a group that largely represents Jewish interest in the United States. But the other 2 members have continued on to their election. So it's a mixed result in elections. It is a powerful lobby, but so too is increasingly Middle Eastern and Muslim lobby movements in the United States. But the Israel lobby is long-standing in the United States, but mixed results.
Dr. Ouda, what scenarios do you foresee that could lead to an all-out war involving multiple countries in the region?
I don't believe if Israel succeeds in hitting Hezbollah in Lebanon and limiting Iran's ability to respond as expected in the upcoming few months, Israel is looking for a new role in the region. Israel plays the role of the Western police or US police in this region. It has an influence that reaches at least the Gulf area, Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. This will impose a kind of settlement or peace, whatever you call it. It can be similar to Abraham's agreements. However, there are still many spots for conflicts. So stability and peace will not be achieved because Israel is expanding its Israel hits. The Arab people, especially in West Bank, Lebanon, and all of these areas will be hotspot in the area. This conflict would be limited from being an all-out war if only the United States practiced pressure on Israel to impose just peace in the region.
Mr. Sadler, what role do you see Iran playing in escalating tensions between Israel and its neighbors, and how should the U.S. respond to that?
That actually is the root cause of the violence that we're seeing right now, is Iran's support to its proxies and encouraging attacks against U.S. interest and also Israel specifically, most notably the ongoing attacks against U.S. Warships in the Red Sea and shipping by the Houthis. And of course, Hamas's attack that was supported financially and with military aid and equipment by the IRGC. And of course, the several 100,000 rockets that Hezbollah has pointed towards Israel are largely supplied through or on the behest of the IRGC and Iran. So at the end of the day, Iran is the #1 international supporter of terrorism, and through its proxies has sowed violence throughout the region. No peace can be sustained without addressing Iran's role